Alright lads, welcome back to InsideMC, the podcast where I sit down with an amazing guest every single week. And this week I'm joined with someone spectacular, someone who I'm very excited to get on the podcast, and we have a lot to talk about. And this is kind of our first interaction. Sort of. I'm going to let them say it because they said it before the podcast. I think it'd be fun. Today I'm joined with SunMin.
Hello, hi everyone, I'm SunMin. I'm very excited to be on the podcast, my first podcast. So thank you for letting me join you.
I said this before, and I said it slightly before the podcast, but I've said it on previous podcasts. The thing I love about InsideMC is I always try to get people on who have never been on a podcast, you know? I think it's just like, if I got invited to a podcast, I feel like I'd feel like really like, yeah, this is sick. And that's what I want you to feel. I want you to feel like, yeah, this is sick.
That was pretty much like my reaction when you messaged me. I was just like, oh my gosh, yeah, let's do it. Let's find a date. Let's get it down and make it reality. Honestly, like, I'm so excited to be here.
Well, before we get into the yap, because I feel like we're going to go very off topic very, very quickly, which is completely fine with me. I love just a good conversation. I want to do the intro because the last podcast, we didn't do the introduction until like the 10-minute mark. So for anyone listening today, who are you? What do you do? And if you have a fun fact, it can be either about yourself, it can be just a fun fact you know in general. If you can't think of anything off the top of your head, I can give you my default fun fact. Floor's yours.
Oh, all right. Well, first of all, hello, I'm SunMin. I'm streaming in English on Twitch. But I'm actually from Germany. I think that's like a thing that people usually don't know in the first second they see me because all my content is in English. I am 33 years old. I think that's another thing that people usually go like, oh wow, because I do stream mainly Minecraft and I started streaming almost exactly 4.5 years ago today. So, wow. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And fun fact about me, I would say it's very unusual. I do study to become a midwife. So part of my main job is actually catching babies. There we go. Is that good enough?
That is perfect. I will say, however, you look extremely young for your age in like a very complimentary way here. Yeah.
Thank you.
To be fair, I also do have this this issue, right? So, oh God, I'm saying like, I'm a barista. Oh my God, guys, regular listeners, you don't know this. What? And I have like these customers coming to the shop, and I had someone come in the other day, a lady, and we're always talking about the Walking Dead Telltale game. Whenever she comes in like once a week, and if I see her, and I love the Telltale Walking Dead game. I really want to stream it, but I can't forget what happened, so I can't restream it because I want to make sure I do everything I already did. That's no fun if you do that, but. She comes in and we yap, and I was talking to her one day and she's like, oh yeah, my husband. And I said, what? She said, yeah. I said, you're married? And she went, yeah. I'm 33. And I went, what? She's like, what do you mean? I was like, I thought you were like 24. And that doesn't make it like, you know, you can still get married young, like my parents did, for example. But like, I turned around and I said, I thought you were in your like early 20s, you're 30. And it's the same with you. Like, I thought you were like early 20s.
I'm not gonna lie, that is like the reaction I always get when I'm like, meeting people and I'm like, I'm 33, and they're like, what? Literally like that.
You can hear like the hint of an accent though. Like, I'd be able to tell that you weren't like English speaking. Like, you can tell. I wouldn't be able to pinpoint where the accent's from. But it's nice. It's a nice blend. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Thank you. Actually, fun fact, what I hear the most often, what my accent is people put me into South Africa.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. I
think because of the Dutch influence kind of there. I'm German, but you know, like some of the pronunciations are a little odd for English. So yeah.
I have a question for you.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
It's about me. God, sorry. I used to feel really bad about speaking about myself on the podcast, right. But then I realized actually, you know what? We're having a conversation. So let's go.
Welcome to the podcast. We have a guest on this show called Orbits.
No, it's just more so like, just out of curiosity, do you hear like a hint of a different accent in my voice, or do you hear just British?
For me, I just hear British. I'm gonna be honest.
No, that's fine. So I've noticed whenever I speak to customers, and maybe it's a lot easier to pick up like in person than it is online. Yeah. Whenever I speak to anyone from either America or like either Germany, Poland, or like kind of more Central Europe, they always they can always pick up that I'm not just like basic British, because I'm half Irish, so my dad's Irish, but like they can always pick up on it, whereas like whenever I speak to English people, they just think I'm like, you know, British. So I just wanted to see if you was able to pick up over the mic about it.
See, I would have said British, but now that you mention
British.
it,
I am half like English, so
yeah, I you know what, now that you say it, that's that's funny. I kind of like hear it now, just because you said it. I'm not sure. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Right. Anyways,
Nice.
enough about me. God, little people get like little snippets of me every single podcast. I learn a fun fact every now and then. But we're here to talk about you, SunMin. So before we get into talk about your content creation stuff and etc., I think it'll be fun to talk about your studies, like just to kind of kickstart the podcast today. So you mentioned that you're studying to be a midwife, right?
Correct. Yes. Yeah, I am. I finished my second year, so I have done this for the past 2 years while streaming.
Okay.
And
have you started your third year already? Because I know schools are back in England at least.
No, actually not. We have like a funny thing here in Germany where it's basically half university and half training at a hospital. So I'm going back and forth every couple of months. That's how the system works. So I don't really get like semesters or trimesters or anything. For me, it's always like 2 months hospital, 2 months university, 2 months hospital, 2 months university, kind of that.
I'll be honest, I don't hate that idea, I quite like that, the little mix of the two.
Yeah, I think it's also pretty much needed. Like the job is not easy, and you really need like all the practice you can get. Like you're so nervous, and there's so much adrenaline involved. I would definitely not be able to do the job if I would not already train in the hospital. I'm gonna be straight with you.
Considering this is an interview, I'm about to ask my favorite question ever.
Ooh, oh.
And I love this question so much.
Okay, I'm getting ready.
Why?
Come. Why midwifery?
Why are you studying to be a midwife? Like, what's hooked you?
Okay, so it's not my first rodeo at university. Again, I'm 33. I've done some stuff in my life. But I was actually working at a restaurant for like 8 years, and I would still be working there. I'm not kidding. I would still be working there. But a colleague of mine one day like randomly turned around and was like, "Why did you never become a midwife?" Because I love babies and I helped my friend through 2 pregnancies. She's like, "Why did you never become a midwife?" And I just literally looked at her and I was like, "Yeah, actually, why did I never become a midwife? I never considered it in my 30 years." No one ever came up to me to ask me the questions. Everybody is always like, "Oh, become like a kindergartner or become a teacher or I don't know, babysitting," but never ever has anybody asked me to be a midwife. And I was like, oh my God. So I kid you not, the next day I went to look up where I could study it. I was just like, okay, I'm going to send in my application, and who cares? I tried, but if I make it, I'll do it. And I got accepted. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to become a midwife, and I'm so excited about it. It's literally so good. I'm very happy that my colleague did that. Thank you to my colleague. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, I think I know the answer to this, but now this is my second. It's my favorite follow-up question to the answer that you just given. Right. Okay. So tomorrow, the 9th of September, right?
Yes.
You suddenly blow up with content creation out of nowhere, right? It becomes your full-time gig. But at the same time, you get offered to become a full-time midwife. Let's just say for the sake of it, your studies are done, right? Just for the sake of the scenario here.
Yes.
Right, your studies are done. You have the chance now to become a full-time midwife. But also, on the exact same day that happens, you blow up with content creation. And content creation can now become a full-time job. But you have to pick one. What'd you pick?
Midwifery, midwife.
Oh, okay. That's really sweet. That's not a disappointed sorry, no, that's like a sweet that's a sweet one, sorry.
Okay.
Because I realize how that can be misinterpreted. No, that's really sweet. Again, sorry for the follow-up here. Why?
So I started content creation like 2021 to stream Minecraft to 2 friends, and that's how I've treated it ever since for the past years. I love streaming, really love it as a hobby. If I would have to choose full-time content creation or full-time midwifery, I would go always for the midwifery.
Oh, that's really sweet, actually. That's nice.
Yeah.
It's just so interesting when I talk to, and again, there's nothing ever wrong with it, but it's really interesting when I talk to like content creators and streamers, and they go like, I'd go down the route of what I'm studying. So I'm just like, I guess when you're watching someone's content, like obviously I lurk on your streams a little bit and all that kind of jazz.
Oh,
I guess you
really? Gosh.
I mean, you stream House here, and I've tried to stream House here, and I really want to stream more House here, but it really hates my BC. So instead, I like watch from the sidelines for now. But
I see.
And also like even now, for instance, and they listen to the podcast. So here's a shout out for you. I have Portal MG stream up because I always have to have a stream up when I'm recording a podcast. It's just because like if we were doing face to face, I'd have something to look at, like yourself and like a room, right? But without doing face to face, I'm just staring blankly at my PC. So instead, I put up someone's stream so I have something physical to look at.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so like sometimes when I'm recording a podcast, if you're live, for example, I'll just like put it up and have it in the background.
Oh wait, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Genuinely, I kid you not, like the majority of the people on the podcast get the exact same like treatment, and like I'm completely honest as well. Like anyone who comes on the podcast, I watch their streams. Like, even if it's not while recording a podcast, it may be while editing. Like because I have like about 20 people live right now who I follow. Like while I'm editing, I'll like sometimes switch between them, and sometimes it'll be you for like 30 minutes, for example, and I'll switch someone else.
What?
And you know,
I get it. I do the same sometimes when I'm like studying, just to have like something on in the background, right? I get it full on.
But I'm a big. I play music. I just have it for the visuals.
I usually, I don't know. I'm like a big lurker. Like, I'm not a big chatter, I'm a big lurker. I lurk in so many streams. So I completely get it. Just having it like somewhere in the background. It's nice to, you know, have somebody talking and stuff. So yeah, but for the visuals only? Interesting. Okay. All right.
Well, I like listening to my music, but when I'm editing something, like, because basically the podcast is just really cutting up like clips, right? Cutting out the silent parts. So basically I cut, press the space bar while that's playing the minute that I've just cropped up. I'll just look at the stream on my left, and then I'll go back, cut, play it for a minute, look at the stream on my left. But I also don't want to hear the person's voice who's streaming, because I can differentiate between music and the podcast, but differentiating between stream and podcast is a little bit harder.
Okay, and now I understand. I get it.
Maybe I'm just a weird guy. Maybe I'm just weird. You know, that's all.
No,
that's also an
no
option.
Maybe a little bit, but honestly, I also understand. I understand it. It's just something visual to look over and have like a different kind of thing going on instead of just your editing software in front of you. Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. You mentioned at the start how you're German. So you were born in Germany. Sorry, you're like fully German, right?
Yes, I'm born and raised in Germany, though my mother's half is from Croatia.
But you cut a little bit there. Your mum's from Croatia.
No worries. Yeah, so I am born and raised in Germany, but like from my mum's side, from my grandma's mum's side, it's all Croatian.
Okay, so how comes you decide to do content in English then?
Because I just told you, right, like I started for 2 friends of mine to stream for them.
Yeah.
And they are not German.
Oh.
So, you know, like international friendships online. Wow, what a surprise. Who would have guessed? So I started immediately like in English. And I also, I don't know, it was a good excuse to also speak more English, if that makes sense. Like in my day-to-day life, I have, you know, like obviously a lot of German. So this would help me actively speak English.
Were you like fluent at the time when you started streaming in English?
Yeah, pretty much. Yes, definitely. I studied in English before as well, so that helped.
Okay. See, I wish I could speak a different language. I really want to, but every time I just can't process it in my brain. It's really frustrating. Like I really want to.
I think it's really, really good, and I think you should just like maybe find one and pick it up a little. So for example, like I speak German and English. I understand Spanish pretty well. I just really can't speak it actively. Like my brain, you know, understands it and can translate it, but speaking it is a whole different skill. And I know Japanese in the way that I can't write and read it, but I can speak it good enough to get around, hold a casual conversation, work a little in a restaurant. So that's enough.
Jeez, okay. Did you ever work in a Japanese restaurant then, or?
Yeah, 8 years.
Oh, so that was okay. I was making half a joke there. So the restaurant was a Japanese restaurant, okay?
Yes, it was. And I've been to Japan 3 times already, so.
Oh crap, fair play. I mean, I know bits of Spanish because my partner's Spanish. Like I know like little bits here and there, but she doesn't really speak it she speaks it, as in she can speak it, but she doesn't physically speak it really.
Oh, I see. But there you go. See, pick up Spanish.
I need to, yeah. I mean, I know little bits here and there. It's just, I mean, I'm just so busy, SunMin. I'm just a busy guy.
I totally get, you know, like being busy. I go to university or work, and then, you know, you also have like sort of a social life. if you have like a friend or two, or I don't know, like your sister, your mother, somebody else out of your family, and then the week is over. So no worries. Completely get it. Completely get it. Being
Honestly,
busy.
like my thing is as well though with that is like, and it sounds so lonely, but I don't really care. I don't really have like any in-person friends because like when I was in college, they were all older than me. I don't really talk to anyone from secondary school, which was like 6 years ago. I'm now 22. Then like all of my work colleagues, because I you know, unironically being a barista, like it's, you know, depending on where you work, the people are normally a lot older than you. So like in my last job, who I go out drinking with sometimes, they're all in their like 30s and 40s. So I'll sometimes meet up with them. And the two people I work with now, one of them's a bit older and the other one's like around about my age, but we share absolutely zero interests. So it's like, I just want to work with someone who watches Minecraft content, even if they watch Minecraft content that I don't watch. Like just something to like talk about, you know?
Oh, dude, I have my fingers crossed, both of them, and my toes, all of it.
Well, the girl I work with is she's not very good, so I don't think she's going to be sticking around for too long. So fingers crossed, the next person we hire, if they let me do interviews, one of the questions is going to be, do you watch Minecraft content?
That's the criteria to get the job.
That's the criteria to get the job, is that we can physically have a conversation every single day.
What a great interview question. Imagine you're sitting in an interview for a barista job and they ask you if you watch Minecraft content.
Have you ever watched SunMin on the QSMP? No? Yes! Get out of here. Get out.
Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, that's an interview question everybody should always put in. I like it. I like it. What a silly thing to do.
I set up the perfect transition there, but I'm not going to see it through because I have another topic I want to talk about first before we get into that. So you mentioned before the podcast, and I'm going to let you say your thing about it for the podcast, why not, is we briefly, like very briefly met, didn't we?
Oh, very briefly.
Incredibly briefly.
I would say it was as brief as we were at TwitchCon, looking at each other, saying, ah, and that's it.
That's it. We just went our separate ways. I'm trying to remember when specifically it was.
I think it was when I was like around with Artie, because you had an interview with Artie.
Oh, you were there at the interview, were you?
I was not there at the interview, but I was there when you were looking for her to do the interview.
Yeah.
And then she went with you to do the interview.
That's it, because I'm going to be totally honest, and I'm glad I know now. I hadn't like heard of you before, and not in like a, you know, ego way. I mean, I just physically hadn't heard of like you or your content. And then so after TwitchCon, after talking to Artie, they mentioned you, and someone else mentioned you as well. And I saw you pop up. You were a tweet of you where you're in the tram with like Roblox, Michaela Dark Eyebrows, Jojo Solids, there's a few other people. When I saw you there, I said to Artie, I think it was, or something like that, I saw you with them, and then I asked like, who are you? And they said, oh, SunMin. You were in the QSMP. So then I found your content. I was like, oh, it's actually really sick. And now you're on the podcast.
Okay, that's crazy. Yeah, I actually did not know how you found me. It was so random. You just one day dropped in my DMs and were like, hey, you want to do like a podcast episode? I was like, oh, okay, I guess. Oh, now I get it.
Yeah, it's like a little change. But it's really interesting because like a lot of like how I mentioned, I'm watching Portal stream now. We only got close talking to each other because of TwitchCon, and even then we like briefly interacted ourselves. So it's really funny how it goes of like me and you briefly interacting, and now you're on the podcast. Me and him briefly interacting, and now we're like friends. And TwitchCon's great. That's right. This is the topic. I want to talk about TwitchCon. I'm trying to think of who else on the podcast is coming on in the future that I'll talk about TwitchCon with.
I know that you had some people on, like friends of mine. Pyro, I think, was on as well. Pyrothize.
I can if you want me to, I can go through our Discord friends list right now and name every person who's on the podcast. Are you interested in hearing out of the? Oh, we only have 14 mutual friends. This should be fine, right? So May, Wade Box, Pyro, Cena.
Oh yeah, Cena.
And Rafe.
Okay, got you. Fair enough. Yeah, nice. See, it crosses over a little bit. Our friend circles there. They kind of cross. We get there.
How was TwitchCon?
It was amazing. Okay, wait. I have like also a funny story that relates to my studies. But no, TwitchCon was super fun. I got to go to TwitchCon the first time as a partner, so that was different. The last years it was always affiliate, so I got to see it like through different eyes. No, I actually did like the same thing pretty much that I would always do, but still it was cool.
To the partner lounge.
Yeah, exactly. And I was there as the +1 for the one and only Phil's Minecraft, so I got to go like to the backstage area as well, which was fun. Like just to get like a little look behind the scenes. Huh?
Of MCC Live or like?
Yeah,
Where were
like
you
briefly.
backstage? Sorry.
Yeah, like briefly, I got to at least
Okay.
like look behind the curtain at least like once, right? So that was
Okay.
fun. But honestly, like I know too many people that I want to meet at TwitchCon. So for me, it was a little bit of a marathon, running from A to B, trying to see like all the people that I want to meet because I don't know when else you're gonna see them, right?
Yeah,
If
that's the
not for
problem.
TwitchCon one time a year. So I do my best to at least say hi to most of them. And yeah, no, it was a fun time. The thing about like my studies though was so I decided to not this usually I would go back on Sunday evening and I decided no, this time I want to see all of MCC live and I'm going to leave on Monday. So I missed one lecture, okay? One of
This
the
is going to
entire
go
semester.
downhill, I feel it.
And that topic in that lecture was 1/6 of my exam at the end of the semester, and I had no idea about it. TwitchCon
God.
ruined it. No!
Did you not have anyone that could have like wrote notes for you or anything?
Yeah, the thing is, like, I was at every other lecture and I did not consider it that important. Like, I was like, oh, maybe it's a question, right? 1/6!
That's insane.
I'm done for. I'm done for. Was it worth it? Yeah, I'd go to TwitchCon again. So.
Hey, look, if I had to choose between passing my exams and watching MCC Live, I think I know which one I'm choosing.
Right?
Obviously, MCC Live, you know? Like,
like,
come
what else?
on. Getting to go
What
backstage
else?
as well, like, oh, God, that's
Yeah.
worth everything.
I agree. I totally agree. I think if I get a bad grade in it, I will try and get it better because I was at MCC Live. That should be reason enough.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, you can sit the exam anytime. Can't sit down and experience that in the moment MCC Live every time,
Yes.
you know?
I also made it to the Instagram story because I got up when Tabu was DJing and danced to it for like
Whoa.
20 seconds. But apparently it was good enough to be like on Instagram for the official Twitch channel. It was funny.
Partner buff, see?
Yeah, 20 seconds of fame. There we go. Love it.
So you weren't at the football match on Monday then, were you? Well, clearly not. 'Cause you went back.
No, I had to go back. You know, apparently I would have missed more and I would have gone even worse on the exam, so good that I went back. But no, I wanted to go. I really wanted to go.
Because I casted the football match.
No way, you did?
Yep.
Yo, I saw like so much content about it and I was like really sad that I couldn't go. I'm not gonna
It was
lie.
really good. I mean, there'll probably be one next year, so you know.
You know, the German in me
exams.
was like, football! So yeah.
Do you watch much football then?
Okay, funnily enough, no. But I live like right across the river is a football stadium with a football club that is in the first league, and I definitely hear every game they play.
if you're happy to me, can you name it and I'll cut out the podcast? 'Cause I'm kind of curious. It's only if you're happy. Oh.
Wait, I can write it down for you.
No, I know who you're on about. Wait, hold on. I need to check something. Right.
Yeah.
So I went to Berlin last year. And
Oh.
that, I think me saying that I went to Berlin should be fine to stay in. I don't think now because
Berlin. Yeah, that's fine.
Because so I went to Berlin last year, and the stadium that I went to was the main where they hosted the Euros.
Oh, the yes, I know exactly
yeah,
what you
it's
mean.
the what's the name of it?
Olympia. Is it not the Olympia Stadium as well?
Yeah, that one. Because I went like a few months before the Euros. So I went in April.
There you go.
Yeah, so I actually went to Berlin last April, the end of April, with my partner for my birthday. Was it last year? Wait, no.
I don't know.
Yes, it was last year. We went to Berlin and we stayed in the Hollywood Bowl Hotel. Beautiful hotel. And I have so many fun stories about like Berlin because I absolutely love it there. I love I went there on a history trip back in like 2019 and I wanted to take my partner. We basically went to all the same sites I'd gone to when I went on a history trip. And then I went again to Germany in August. I went to Frankfurt. Yeah. Or like Frankfurt is the general area. Yeah, and I went to watch a football match in Hoffenheim. I went to watch play.
Oh, you know some stuff around here in Germany. There you go. Yeah, but also like Berlin is great. I agree. I'm partly biased because it's my hometown, but it's definitely the greatest city. Yes.
I mean, I just like I love it. I love it when I went looking at like although I don't really study it or look into it too much, I love like the history of the war and stuff like that. I love learning about it. So going and seeing like the Berlin Wall, for example, like Checkpoint Charlie, because my name's Charlie, so it's just like a funny little haha.
No way.
Like stuff like that. I mean, if I ever go back to Berlin, because I do plan to go back in like a year or two. Who knows? If we're close enough, we could meet up. I could come and do a bit of studying with you.
Yeah, honestly, like even if we're not close enough, just hit me up either way. I'll show you around.
Hey, same with you if you come to London. I live in London, so,
Yay! I may actually go to London next year. I'm not kidding.
Oh, well, if you do, I mean,
Uh-huh.
I know you have other friends, but if you want to talk from me, I can be quite interesting sometimes.
I think you're very interesting. I enjoy this conversation a lot, to be honest. So no
Thank you very
worries.
much.
You're very interesting.
How many?
Yeah, but
Oh, sorry, go on. You go first.
no, you go,
No,
please.
please, you go. This is your
I
podcast. You do the
insist.
talking.
It's my podcast. All
It's
right.
your
No,
podcast.
I wanted to know like honestly, like just if you could say one city in Britain, what do you think is the best city in Britain?
I can only really name cities I've been to. Is the problem because I can't say a city's the best.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I just can't say the city's the best if I've never been there. Do you know what I mean? Like, it'd feel
Fair
weird.
enough, fair enough. But from the ones you've been.
Does it have to be a city? Oh God, I don't
No,
like any. I
I
don't
mean,
really like
how?
England.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna take back my question. Never mind.
Okay, wait, I can answer your question in a different form.
Okay, okay.
What's my favorite attraction that I've been to in England?
Yes,
Can
that's
I
a
say
good
that?
one.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So, okay, to kind of partially answer the city question, I really did like Brighton. I went down there. I've been down there a few times. I do quite like Brighton, very like nice city. But obviously, like most cities and places, and I'm sure Berlin probably has the same thing. It has its downsides. Like with just like as in whenever I go to a place, I always see a negative interaction happening. So like I went to Brighton, I saw something negative happening. I live in London, I always see negative things happening. But
Classic.
Brighton is like one of the things. But there's in Dover. There's like Dover Castle, and also there's you know what? Actually, my favorite city, Cornwall. That's the answer. I love Cornwall.
See, we got there.
Okay, so this is a two-part answer. Sorry, I'll try and make it not as lengthy as I'm
No
about
worries.
to. So Cornwall, I'm going to for my birthday next year. I love Cornwall. It's like in
Okay.
southwest of England, like very, very far left, like far from it. Okay, right. Sorry, I'm watching Portal stream and they've just put high orbits on a sign.
No, oh my gosh.
Because
Also,
then-
don't mind me. I'm just noting down the city, yeah, the town. I may want to have some inspiration on where to go.
Well, Cornwall's like very, very far out. So it's if like what's it called? It's like if you're coming to England, the likelihood of you going there is just if you're not driving, it's kind of low because it's like everything that you'd go to if you're seeing friends etc. would be on like kind of the right hand side of England.
Never
to be
say
very
never.
basic.
Never say never.
But so and this is the part where I guess with empathy. So in England, there's these two different things you can do. You can join the National Trust and you can join the English Heritage. So I pay £4 a month for the National Trust and I pay £3.50 a month for the English Heritage. And basically you
Yes.
get to go to as many sites as you want. So as long as they're under the National Trust and English Heritage. So like in Cornwall, for example, the reason we're going there for my birthday is because we're paying like £220 for a caravan. And then like we can enter all of the attractions that we want to go to because they're under National Trust and English Heritage. So it's quote unquote free. So
Ooh,
linking
look
back
at
round to
you.
I really think this all out, and this is why this is lengthy. Sorry. And then so linking back to that, down in Dover, which is like south of London, and maybe like an hour and a half drive, give or take. So down there is there's a place called Dover Castle, and also right next to it is the White Cliffs of Dover. Dover Castle is English heritage, and the White Cliffs of Dover is National Trust. So every time you go down there, I just love it there. The castle isn't that big, and neither is the grounds. But you do a little walk around the castle, then you do this massive walk along the cliffs. It's like an hour-long walk if you're walking slow, for example. And then on Sunday, so the day before recording this podcast, I went to somewhere
Yes.
called Leeds Castle, which isn't in Leeds. It's down south again, but it's like a 40 minute drive from London
yeah.
without traffic. That isn't under English Heritage or National Trust, so we had to pay £66 for the two of us to get in. But it was genuinely beautiful. If I had to recommend an attraction to you, finally getting to the answer here, sorry. Leeds Castle, and that goes to anyone listening. If you can get there, Leeds Castle in Kent is amazing.
Awesome. I'm
Beautiful.
gonna note that down.
It's just a
Awesome.
bit
All right.
pricey.
All right.
It's a bit
Leeds
pricey,
Castle.
but it's beautiful.
Oh, I love it. Wait, do you like castles a lot?
Yeah, well, most of the English Heritage and National Trust stuff, yeah, it's like houses and stuff, but for the majority, it's castles. So that's actually my fun fact. Remember how I told you I had like a basic fun
Yeah.
fact? Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, please. Please go ahead.
So my fun fact is about castles. So the reason castles are built with the staircase going up to the right is because it's a lot easier to go down defending with the shield in your left hand, attacking with your right hand, as opposed to going up with either the shield in your left hand and you don't really have defense, or shield in your right hand, attacking with the left. Also, it was narrow staircases so that only one person could go up at a time instead of like a full fleet attack. And also, going down, it's a lot easier to attack, especially if you're using your right hand down on someone, than it is for someone to attack upwards to someone.
That is such a cool fact. I've
There you
never
go.
thought about it. That is so cool.
Yeah, so sorry, I had like the big segment where I just talk about myself
No,
like 10
this
minutes.
is awesome.
But But yeah, if you ever
Oh,
come to
okay.
if you ever come to London specifically, there's also like a few things that I can like tell you to
This
go
is
to.
an educational podcast, it seems like.
Yeah, yeah. What about Berlin or like Germany in general? Like, have you got any
No,
recommendations for that?
because you mentioned castles, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you come to Berlin and you have a day, I would say drive a little bit out of Berlin and to Potsdam. Have you ever been?
No, so what we did when we went is we bought I think it's the ABC pass for the trains. So we bought that, so we
So
just did trains everywhere.
it's in the sea part still, but it's a little
Okay.
city, like a little town, like outside of Berlin, and it has beautiful castle, like really pretty. So I would recommend for you as like a castle lover, definitely next time you're gonna be here, take like one day in your trip that you have like nice weather and
Oh,
go out
Potsdam,
to
Germany.
Potsdam. Yes,
Okay, where is that?
100%.
Is that down south?
You
Oh
will
no,
love
it's
it.
like okay, north.
It's southwest.
Yeah, southwest. Yeah, so oh, so that's still in the sea zone.
The what? I'm sorry.
That's still in the sea zone. So if I pull for the
Yes.
if I bought an ABC
Yes.
pass, I could go there. No, yeah, because when I go to different countries, like I will definitely check out Boston. Like I'll definitely go because I am planning
Yes.
to go back to Berlin. But when I go to different countries, I always get really worried about the travel. Because like when I went to Rotterdam, for example, you could just use your like the first year that we went, we bought like this app and we was buying a ticket every single day, and then realized it's just a bunch cheaper if we just tap with card. When we went to Brussels, we purchased like tickets and the app scammed me, but you know, it worked.
No, what the hell?
I know, I
You're-
lost £20, but like, I'm like, you know what?
No.
It's not a crazy big deal because it's better than getting on the train and then like, you know, so I bought one for £20, it didn't register, so I bought a second one for £20. But I was like, as much as this sucks, it's also better than, you know, getting on a train, tapping, and then suddenly I'm screwed. Because when I went to Berlin, the only time we got checked for our ticket was when we went up north, like into the sea zone. But
Yes.
other than that, we were just hopping on and off trains like it was nothing. But we always
Yeah.
had it in my bag. But there was like one country that I went to, but we were like on and off trains. Where did we go this year? Oh, Luxembourg, where it's just free travel. So we didn't worry because it was like completely free travel. So it was like, oh, we can just hop on and off.
I've
But I always
never,
get
I
worried.
don't think I've been to Luxembourg.
Have
I've
you
been to the
not?
Netherlands. I've been to Belgium. I've been to France. I've obviously been to Germany. I am from Germany. I've never been to Luxembourg.
You give me like, and sorry if I'm assuming wrong here, you give me very like chill, relaxed kind of vibes. Am I correct in saying that?
No, I think that fits it quite well. A little bit of chaos in there as well, and you got me.
I think you'd love Luxembourg. Like we stayed in the main city center. It's so peaceful. The streets are dead empty. It's quiet. Like it's like the main city has a massive like park in the in like basically in the middle of the city, right? Where like you can just walk through and you can walk through all the I genuinely could not suggest Luxembourg more to anyone for a holiday if they're
Okay.
into like calm stuff.
Okay,
But yeah,
sold.
sorry,
I'm all sold.
what other suggestions for Berlin? Sorry. So we got
No
Potsdam
worries.
for the castle. What other ones we got?
I would also so we got the castles in Potsdam. For Berlin itself, I'm sorry, like I really just love food. You have like so many food options. I think it's a little bit to London, but cheaper.
Okay, yeah.
Cheaper, but you got so much. And I would definitely recommend come when it's nice weather. Don't come in the winter months. Come late spring to late summer, maybe early autumn. Because trust me, like the city is gonna do a 180 once it turns cold and gray. 100%. If you ever get like a vacation and you want to go to Berlin, do it in the summer month. Thank me later. Berlin just becomes a different city. There is so much to do, so many festivals, so many fairs, so many attractions. Everybody is sitting outside. We have a lot of parks in the city as well. Just take a stroll in the sun and enjoy the city. You will thank me later for it. It's a vibe. It's a total vibe. And yeah, maybe go see some sites, but you know.
Just have
You can see sites everywhere else. It's all right.
I mean, I just like whenever we go to the castles, you don't really read about the information or anything. Like me and my partner are so like where we just kind of walk around and just look. Like we would see like a lot of people stopping with the audio things. But so I mentioned we stayed in the Hollywood Media Hotel, which is west of like Brandenburg, right? Brandenburger. We went to a restaurant every single day, which is called the Route 66 Diner. It was like an American themed restaurant, but they served,
I think I know
like,
that. Wait, in Berlin?
in Berlin, yeah, Route 66.
I think I know it.
Ah, see, we went there because it was like a safe option because I have IBS, so I have to be kind of careful about what I eat, sadly. But so my partner doesn't like kebabs, but every single day we went somewhere else, we'd always walk past this one kebab shop called, trying to find it on Google Maps here now. We did the
honestly, another thing also for anybody listening in, definitely get a döner. Like we call it döner here in Germany.
Okay.
It's a döner kebab, but we call it döner. Get one, 100%. It's the best. Actually, the best.
So it was called Goldie's Smash Burger, right? And it was like street burger basically. So it wasn't actually a kebab that I got. They did both, but I got the street burger. And it was genuinely like so. Oh no, maybe I did get. I don't know. Anyways, it was always busy every single time we walked past, and it was genuinely such amazing food. But I've just checked on Google Maps and it says temporarily closed. So I'm actually I'm a bit. Wait, hold on. Let me check reviews because it might just be one of those things on Google Maps. No, surely it's not. No, yeah. I mean, came here upon TikTok's recommendation a month ago. Okay, they must still be open. It must just be a bit.
Maybe it's also, it's like still late summertime, early on. Maybe maybe they're just like, I don't know, have like some vacation time or something. It's all good.
Oh yeah, you're right actually, because 2 weeks ago there's a really good review about it, but then there's a week ago, 4 weeks, there's a review from 4 weeks ago. The store is closed and the advertising has been removed. Oh, so maybe it is just a summer thing. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's really
it
nice.
honestly could be.
Yeah, but I loved Berlin's, like genuinely. We did like the massive, like I gave my partner like the massive Brandenburger tour just from like memory. We went to like we didn't really go into it, but the Pergamon Museum.
Pergamon Museum. The museum island is super pretty. Yeah, you have the dome, you have the National Gallery, you have the Berlin Castle,
Berliner Dome as well. Oh,
yes.
I have a funny story about that, but that is not a podcast.
Oh,
story.
okay.
I'll say
another time.
Yeah. No, yeah, I couldn't recommend it more. God, this is just so my favorite part about bringing up TwitchCon is like whenever we get into the TwitchCon talk, we actually just really like vary away from it into just a completely different topic. Like people are like, oh, TwitchCon talk, and then last like 5 minutes, and then we go into talking about holiday suggestions.
I love it.
Have you got any holiday plans?
I may have kind of like started this with asking you about the favorite city, so apologize. I apologize.
You are fine, don't worry. Well, have you got any holiday plans coming up? Anywhere nice?
I'm actually going with my mom to Croatia in October, early October.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. And the next 2 weeks, I'm more like doing a private kind of vacation, like within Germany, that I don't want to give more info about.
No, that's fine. Oh, fair play.
Yeah. So, a little bit of vacation coming up.
I've mentioned some of my favorite places I've been to outside of England, but what are your favorite places you've been to outside of Germany? Or like, it can be in Germany as well, just not Berlin, but like, what have been some of your favorite destinations?
I've been like to so many places. Well, you're from Great Britain. It's not like really English. It's more Scottish, but I love Edinburgh.
Okay.
Big fan.
I've never been.
Big fan. Oh, please go. I love that place so much.
I need to.
Put it on your list. Honestly, like I've been 3 times to Japan. That kind of gives it away, I think. The furthest I've been away was like Melbourne, which was quite interesting as well, like Australia. But a place that I would always like to go back to would be, I think I would love to also go back to Seoul, like Korea. I haven't. And I still want to go to New Zealand. I haven't been either. But from all the places that I've visited, Kyoto is my favorite place on earth.
Oh, okay. Do you reckon you could
Kyoto,
ever move there?
Japan.
Do you reckon like you'd ever move there, or are you happy where you are?
I would not move to Japan for it being so conservative.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But other than that, I could definitely live a good life there for sure, 100%. Yes, yes, I love Kyoto. Kyoto is like, I think, one of the prettiest cities I've ever been to in all of my travels.
You need to go to Luxembourg. I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not
I will.
saying I'll pretty it, but I reckon you'd love it. It's just so beautiful there. It's so beautiful.
I will. It's on my list. It's on my list for sure.
Right, back to TwitchCon.
Oh yeah, right. We
were
actually
meant to be talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what is your
TwitchCon.
favorite aspect of TwitchCon? It's not as interesting anymore. I'm sure it's really fun holiday talk.
It's like it's TwitchCon. No, honestly, it's probably the answer that everybody gives, but meeting my friends. I go for meeting people, meeting my friends. 100% always. It's so easy, right? But yeah, that's it.
No, it's a good answer. I like it. That's really sweet. Really sweet answer as well. How many
Yeah,
TwitchCons have you been to? Because you said you've been to a few.
The last 3 years. So
So since
Paris
Paris.
and unfortunately only Rotterdam. Like, what the hell?
We have like a very similar like timeline, by the way.
Oh, see, there you go.
As in, like, I picked up content creation like in like late 2020, properly early 2021, give or take. And then I also, my first TwitchCon was Paris.
There you go. That will do it. I actually, like, fun fact, I would love for TwitchCon to go to Spain.
Okay.
I want to go to Spain.
Have you never been
It's
to
my
Spain?
destination.
Have you never been to Spain?
Only to Barcelona.
See, again, another similar timeline, like, thing. I've been to Girona, only to Girona.
See, there
which
you
is, like, very close.
Similar.
Specifically, LS Startit, it's called.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, that's cool. So, TwitchCon, if you're listening to this, Spain, please.
Well, also,
I would like
please.
Spain.
I want to go back to Germany, so please Berlin also.
Honestly, I would love that as well. It would be so cool to have it in my city. But I think they already did Berlin. I don't
but
think
they've also already done San Diego and Rotterdam loads. I don't, you know.
You know what? Fair enough. TwitchCon, I take it back. Berlin. My vote goes to Berlin.
I'm making a very bold prediction here. I reckon if once TwitchCon Europe is done in Rotterdam, I bet they're just gonna move to Amsterdam.
Oh no!
They're just gonna move up, aren't they? Like, they're just.
You might be right.
I'd love for it to be in England. Like, if we went to the XL, it's not too hard to get there for me. So, and I'd be able to help guide people around with travel.
True. Yeah, that's fair.
Not gonna be there. I don't think it'd ever come to England. It's just not really convenient enough.
One can dream, one can dream.
Also, an excuse to leave the country is always fun.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. So it would be fun to have it in Berlin. Have all the people come here instead.
We can all bunk at yours. Woo!
I mean, I don't know if you think like I'm living in a mansion, but that's not quite true.
I thought we talked about this before the podcast. You have about 6 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, no?
Yeah, definitely. My castle is quite big over here.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one you were suggesting me to go to. Is actually just your house.
Right? Exactly, in Potsdam.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy. Yeah, no problem. Everybody, we can't fit in the house. The garden's big enough, Somebody can bring a tent. It's all good.
I love it. Someone can drive over with their caravan as well.
Yeah. I probably get a helicopter in as well. All good.
Right.
I wish. No, okay. Back to topic.
Back to serious talk here.
Yeah.
See, I honestly, I've preferred that the podcast has gone down this route, if I'm being honest. Like not even just with you, but just in general. Like, the podcast used to be very much a strictly interview podcast, but now it's just become a podcast where, like, I interview at parts, but you also just have a general conversation, and I am really enjoying it.
Yay! Me too. I'm honestly having a great time. If this is what podcasting is, I get it.
Well, I mean, it kind of is and isn't. It really just depends on the podcast, like, looking at. But this is what I go for. This is my vibes.
It's nice. I enjoy it a lot.
Well, to ask a bit more of a you question here now, away from holidays and TwitchCon and, making me sad that I'm not going on holiday and all that kind of stuff. So you mentioned in 2021 is when you got into content creation, and you mentioned how you streamed to 2 friends. But, like, aside from that, kind of just more for a timestamp here, and for, I guess, more of a direct answer, if you have a different answer as well, is how did you get into content creation? Aside from the streaming to your friends and stuff like that, how did it become now that 4 years later you're on the podcast, you're streaming, you're doing all this?
I see. Well, honestly, like, I used to watch a lot of content creation. I think that's like pretty much what everybody says, right? You kind of watch other people and it inspires you to kind of be like, oh, you know what? I want to try this out, or I want to see if I can do this, or I want to, maybe some people also want to prove something. I didn't really want to prove something, but I really always watched other people like stream, and a lot of people do YouTube videos. So, there was kind of always a sort of like, maybe I should try it, maybe it would be fun, but I always put it aside because no time. I started streaming on my laptop. I thought it wasn't good enough, I need a PC and stuff, and I didn't have it at the beginning, but like my friends kind of encouraged me a little bit, so I took the jump, and I'm super happy that I did. But I didn't think I would keep doing it for years. I thought I'd just stream to them a little bit, just have some fun, and half a year later, when I'm like back working and everything, I'm just gonna end. And I didn't, apparently. I'm here. I'm here on the podcast now. But I used to watch like a lot of content creators before I started myself, yes.
So how does it feel kind of now, like you went from, I'm just going to have a bit of fun, I'm just going to entertain my friends, to now there are people who are genuinely waiting for you to go live?
It's crazy. It's really crazy. I mean, I always still consider it like kind of streaming to like a few people that I recognize and chat here and there. I've got like some redeems that people don't have to chat for, but if they redeem it, obviously I see like the name pop up. So I know like they're kind of like lurking in here, right? So I still consider it being people that I kind of like recognize, but it has definitely evolved away from the thing that I kind of am friends or halfway friends with my viewers to no, I'm the content creator and these are my viewers. Like there is more of a divide now, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you.
That's like kind of, yeah, it's still like a small thing and I still recognize all the names, but it's more of a divide. When in my first year, it was a lot like, hanging out, talking more privately as well in my chat, and it being in, like in the Discord kind of being like online friendships and you're just like all chatting there together and like catching up on the week. And now it's turned into, yeah, I'm going live and I hit live and I may recognize the names, but there are also like other people there that I don't know, and it's definitely a bigger divide now than it was before.
Which is completely healthy as well, which is nice.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a different vibe. So, like boundaries got a little bit like stricter and stuff like that. But I would always say I try at least to be like close in the sense that I do like to talk to the people on my streams. I always feel like incredibly awkward if I talk to other creators because it's an event or they're just like on my stream instead of talking to my viewers. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. I like the idea of having a conversation, people watching.
I get that. Yeah, that's why I agree with the whole event thing as well. It can be a little tough sometimes to kind of balance it too. But I think at one point you kind of get used to it. Like, you talk to your team in games and stuff like that, and then during the silent parts, and if you're not talking, you just mute up or deafen up. And during the 5-minute breaks that every event's have, it's nice to kind of deafen chat to chat. But, something different.
I do actually, no, all good. I actually don't do too many, like, I say not too many events, or like, I don't do too many streams where I have like other people talk on it as well. I think I balance it enough that I have like really streams where I can just do my thing and just chat.
Well, I don't really play any events myself, if I'm honest. Like, I play 1 or 2 a month, so I'd love to play more. I'm just not in any.
Yeah, okay. I'll gladly have you talking on my stream though. Join it. Yeah, how's there, you know?
I know, I need to, if my PC will actually, there's a mod I can download or something, so I need to take a look into it so I can start playing it again.
Yay.
I need to fact check something before I bring this up, because we're speaking about events. You in this or no? Oh, you're not. I was gonna ask if you're in the next Shine Brighter event for.
I was in the last one, but I haven't signed up for this because I'm not gonna be available.
How did that go? Sorry, go on.
No, the last event.
No, just in general. Like, I know you've played in a few, right? So you played in a Flower Frenzy for charity. I think you've played in a battle before,
so I do play some events. It's not like I never play events. I don't know why people keep inviting me into events because I'm god awful at playing Minecraft.
So you're entertaining.
But they do. Yeah, they do always invite me back somehow. But I don't really have like a competitive spirit, but I enjoy the vibes and I enjoy just the mini games itself. And so I'm very glad that people invite me. I'm just not particularly good at them, but I think we always have a good time. So the Shine Brighter one was interesting though, because it was the first time where it wasn't, like the MCC style mini game event.
Yeah.
Where it was about like the flower collection and they played like with JoJo Solos who had a whole plan down and everything, and we did not too bad. That one was fun because it was so different. I really enjoyed that one. I hope I get to be like in the next one as well. We will see. Maybe keep your eyes open.
I'm sure Flower Frenzy will probably do a few more collab streams with events as well. So
yeah, I would love it. I'm gonna be like in Liam's DMs, like hello, hello, it's me.
Please put me
invite
in
me back, please. Yes.
The exact same I am now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that event so much. So yeah, definitely if you are listening and you haven't checked it out, like check out the Shine Brighter events. They're super fun.
Sure. And it's always for a good cause as well, raising money for charity. Love to see it.
Exactly. So I'm a big fan of that one. It's just different from the other events I've been to.
I think it's time we get into the talk that a lot of people have been waiting for, SunMin.
Oh, yes.
I think it's time we talk
I
about it.
I have a little hunch towards what it could be.
Well, whatever it is, it's in the title, and we're only just talking about it. And we've been recording for
An hour?
57. Well, yeah, an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
After cuts, it'll be a
Let's
little
get
bit
into it.
less. But
Let's do it.
what's the hunch? I'm curious. What do you think we're going to talk about?
Does it start with a Q and ends on SMP?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, maybe my spelling is
Oh my
being messed
gosh.
up here, but I think it does, yeah.
I'm a witch, you know. I know exactly what's
Oh.
going. No, it would be surprising if we wouldn't be talking about it, to be honest.
Well then,
Well
before I
then.
ask any questions, this is the fun part. What can you say about it?
Okay, I kid you not, I met incredible people through the QSMP. I loved the whole experience. It taught me a lot, like a lot, when it comes to content creation, when it comes to streams, when it comes to organizing events, managing events, just also appreciating more the work that goes into Minecraft events, because I think like people don't usually see that side too much, and there goes so much on in the background in every Minecraft event there is. So being on the QSMP and seeing like how big it was, and being on that team and organizing these massive things, it's hard to grasp if you have not been there, but it was an incredible experience, and I'll be forever grateful that I was on it. I learned so much.
What are some of your like favorite memories? Like just a few of them. Just throw some at me.
Okay, I think, oh gosh, I think one of my first times playing a character on the QSMP being Walter Bob was so fun. Just logging on and playing a character that has nothing to do with me as like a person or as a content creator or anything, and nobody knew who I was. I could just have fun with the character without like much expectations. I really loved the interaction we had through this, just because it was so easy. You really also know that these people that streamed on the QSMP are like good content creators. It was so easy to play. And obviously, like, I played Cheyenne. I love that boy so much. So the first time I logged on as Cheyenne, being the main admin of Cheyenne, not just, stepping in. Oh, I will always cherish that moment. It was so good to just have a character to myself. Oh, I love that little boy. I miss him.
So, fun fact here, I never once watched a QSMP. I mean, I looked a little bit in streams, but I never actually kept up with it because, like, I can only keep up with so much, sadly.
I get it. I understand.
So, you're going to have to explain this to me. Who is the character you just mentioned? Cheyenne, did you say?
Cheyenne. Okay, so
that?
the QSMP, I think it was never meant to be like an actual permanent thing. I think it was just to be like a fun little, like event. So first of all, QSMP was a lot of creators that were invited to an island. And as they are on this island, they start to figure out a little bit more about the island and meet like more characters on the island. And from there, the story develops, right? And one day, it was pretty early on in the SMP days, they got told that they had to take care of dragon eggs. So the mother dragon could no longer care for them. So the creators had to step in and take care of the eggs. So it was a little bit like the high school projects you see like on, like sitcoms television or whatever, where you get like a fake baby egg or something to take care of.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like that. So the only difference was that it was played by actual people behind it. So we played these eggs, these characters that the content creators had to take care of. So they had like weekly tasks and stuff to do to ensure the survival of their eggs, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I played one of them. I didn't play them initially. I played other characters, but when the main actor behind Cheyenne was no longer able to do it, and I already had like jumped in a couple of times to help out, basically the character went over to me, and from that moment on was that character. I was a little egg called Cheyenne.
So I have someone, and I mentioned it before the podcast, who helps me do research, called Roman Audrey, and they told me about Cheyenne. I just honestly, I read the name and I didn't even realize that was Cheyenne. Because do you know when you read a name and you just don't process it? So they told me about it because the law was like they were originally Spanish, right, and then they became German.
Correct. Yes. That was the thing, though. I think a couple of people were a little bit, let's say, disappointed that Cheyenne no longer was Spanish, and I apologize to all of them. But I also really appreciate that I got to be Cheyenne. Because like I understood some Spanish, but I definitely wasn't Spanish. So yeah, Cheyenne kind of became German.
It sounds like you smashed it though.
Thank you. Yeah, I think we did a pretty good job. And I became like super close to Amma, which is the second egg that Philza had to take care of because reasons. And so yeah, Amma and me became like super, super close as well. And I love her to bits and pieces now. So that worked out. That worked out a lot. I think a lot of people were also confused to see that the actor behind Cheyenne was a woman. I don't know if people expected that. I was quite different to who I actually am.
I think it's... Well, actually, how so, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, no worries. I don't mind asking. So Cheyenne was that very... first of all, a boy. Second of all, a fighter. Somebody who was, had like a
Cheyenne was a boy. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yes, Cheyenne was not, the biggest talker or speaker or the most emotional in a sense, I would say. Was kind of like that big brother, protector person that heard about the great legend Technoblade from Phil and wanted to become the greatest fighter, sort of in that sense.
Aww.
So definitely not me. Definitely not me. Zero chance. So yeah, I hope I played the character well enough. I guess I got a couple of people fooled, so I'm happy with that.
Really nice to have some more like woman representation within things as well, right? I know that's been a bit of a talk. It's always going to be a talk, which is a great thing. That's always going to be on people's minds. But I know lately it's been a bit more of a talk about women representation in the scene.
I feel like the QSMP though had a lot of women. I'm gonna give them that. They really had a very what's the word, like heterogenic, like a lot of different people there and a lot of different genders and a lot of So I feel like the QSMP did that pretty well.
I have a fun question for you here. Mm-hmm. Okay, right. So obviously your time as an egg, right? You did certain things, certain things, and I'm assuming you followed a bit of law, right?
Oh yes, I did a lot. Yeah.
Okay, the script is in your hands, right? And let's just say you can do this and it doesn't affect anything, right? As in, like, you know how people go, but like, oh, if I could go back in time and change one thing, I wouldn't change it. But like hypothetically, if you could change it, but like it doesn't, like for instance, if I could go back in time, would I want to study law instead of accounting? Yes. Would I then meet my girlfriend? Probably no. So it's like I obviously wouldn't want to go back and do it because I'm with my girlfriend and I wouldn't want to change that kind of thing. So let's just say it doesn't affect anything. What piece of law would you write into the story, either by yourself, or what piece of law would you change?
Anything that I could do.
Anything.
I think for the egg specifically, is that what you're kind of asking? Like the egg characters?
I mean, just as in, like, if you could change anything about your story, or just anything.
One of our writers, and it didn't get accepted, but one of our writers had the idea of the eggs being like little changelings. So they could basically become a state of a being that they chose for them. So once they hatch, they become like the thing that they envision themselves in. If that makes, does that make sense? Do it make sense? Because they're like, they're little eggs. So they must hatch into something. Yeah. And I always like to see every egg become a thing that they want to be. So it could be like a little demon, it could be like a little dragon, it could be anything, right? I would love to have that happen the moment that the eggs returned, to see some change in them. That would be one thing I would like to do. Okay. To have them evolve from the stage of an egg to become something brighter, something better, bird. Something more personality.
A talking dodo bird. Thoughts?
Yeah. Example, I don't know, whatever you want. Do you want to be a dodo bird? Do you want to be what else? Maybe a squirrel? Like go wild, right? A cheese. I had somebody talk about being a cheese. So yes, anything you want.
A cheese with wheels. Ooh.
Yes. So I would have liked to see them evolve, like just for my character.
What would you specifically want to evolve into?
Well, we kind of turned. I would have liked to see Cheyenne become a dragon. I think that would have been fun. He would have fitted that bill like quite well. I think that character would have made a very good dragon.
It sounds like a really fun arc, actually. I kind of wish I got into it a little bit more.
Yes! Yeah, we never really got to... Well, we decided to evolve, I think. Like me, Amma, and Phil. We decided that we would evolve into crows to fit his fandom, right? But yeah, no, I think dragons would have been fun.
I was going to say, whilst we're on the topic of QSMP, it's not the only SMP you've been in, though, is it?
No, not really, not really. They have a couple that, they kind of followed.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm probably missing one or two here, but as of from memory here, you've been in House here, Challenges SMP. Yes. Were you in No Man's Land or no?
No.
Okay.
No, I have not.
Oh, you've been in Challenges House here. Am I missing any?
I mean, there was like Home SMP, which was like, I think, an SMP that it was the first SMP I got asked on. It's not like big or anything, but it was the first one I've ever joined, so I will always cherish that one. That was the first time someone ever asked me to join an SMP. I love you, Hoff. It was really, really great because I don't know, I have been streaming for like over a year something, but I've been really like in my own little circle, and that one introduced me to so many great people and to really like break out of this whole, just streaming on my little single player thing. And yeah, so I think like Home SMP also deserves a little spot there, even though it's like not as known as House Air or Challenger.
And then what about these recent ones then that I do know about? How are they going? Not about Challenges has ended, but how did it go?
Fun! First time! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. It was the third season and the third time for me playing. And somehow I always managed to die the first time, first two times. The first times I danced in a cave and died to zombies. But I was dancing, so happens. Second one, I got absolutely mauled by phantoms. Since then, I definitely hate phantoms. But this time, I made it. Third time's the charm, guys, right? Third time's the charm. Made it all the way to the end. Let's go.
Did you win it?
No.
Oh.
No, there is no way.
You won it in our hearts.
Yes, certainly. No, do you know, like, people grind at that stuff. Oh, fun fact, the person with the most playtime, who was also like one of the first three, played, it's only 1 month, right? So only August. Playtime, 2 weeks, 3 days, I think.
Wait, say that one more time, sorry? The what?
The playtime, like the one player with the most playtime in a 1 month event, only August, played 2 weeks, 3 days.
Jesus.
Yes.
I don't know if I've done.
There was zero chance for me winning this.
Yeah.
There was zero chance for me winning this.
Gosh, studies again, see, priorities.
Yes, there you go. But no, my personal goal was to survive this time, right? Like, come on, there needs to be like one season that I survive, and I did it. So there you go.
I'm very proud of you.
Then I drowned myself. Yeah, then I drowned myself.
What, to avoid someone killing you?
No, I don't know. I think it's like a fun tradition, like after surviving the month of hardcore, that once they call it like this is the end of the season and the server's gonna, I don't know, be like turned off in 50 minutes. I think like a lot of players just like to end it. Does that sound bad? Should we like talk about this?
No, it's okay. You're good, don't worry. It's like a tradition on Minecraft specifically.
Fair enough. There we go. Only Minecraft, guys. Only Minecraft.
Yeah, you drowned yourself on Minecraft, and that's how you saw out the hardcore world.
Yes. Thank you. So yeah, that's what I did.
And House here, you've been streaming that fairly consistently. That's like that's the stream that I'm lurking. Because you name it. I have a question actually while I have you here. I can finally ask you something that I've been curious about.
Oh.
Why do you episode title your streams for House here?
Because I have a person that archives all my streams for me.
Okay. And
so I put a title in that. Huh?
Do you have like a VOD channel or?
I do have one, but the person I don't really like do it myself because I honestly don't have the time. But they upload it for I think like half a year, like pretty consistently. They still save all my VODs, but they themselves got like super busy. But I still have like all my VODs basically saved through that person if I ever need it. So I titled them just in case. You never know, right? There we go. So that's why I put it like in there, just so that I also personally know what stream that was and what I was playing. Otherwise, it's just gonna say Minecraft.
Where does the archive go? If not on like, is it like unlisted channel? Sorry.
No, it's a channel that is called I think like SunMin Watts.
Okay.
Yes, very easy to find, I think, hopefully. Who
SunMin
knows?
VODs. Oh, so it is a VOD. Sorry, I completely zoned out. Apologies, that's my bad. So there is a
All
VOD channel.
good.
Sorry, I don't know why I just
Yes.
blanked your answer out after literally asking the question.
It's there. It's there. So
Okay.
that's why I kind of got into the habit of just putting in my stream titles also, like the service and stuff that I'm playing on, just so that I know, that's the one.
It's just interesting because every time I click on, I'm like, oh, episode 13.
Yes! Yes. I treat it a little bit like it, even though it's not really like an. Oh, it's kind of like an episode. Just,
No, I respect it. I'm not against the idea at all. I was just curious.
Yeah, there you go. But I'm probably going to keep doing that. So, yay. If you want to join for the next episode, you know where to tune in.
There we go. I guess this is the final question here from me, unless you have something else that you thought was going to be brought up that we can yap about. But what are some of your favorite SMP memories as a whole here?
As a whole.
As a whole.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there are too many. Oh, frick. Oh, how do I decide? You should have given me time.
Well,
to
no, but you can like
one.
just throw some at me. It doesn't have to be your favorite ever. You can just throw a bunch at me.
Okay, I did a stream on an SMP that is also not on there, but it's like very old on the list. But that I did where I was doing a maid stream. That one was pretty fun. So I had like a whole maid outfit and everything, and I had like a friend of mine also in a maid outfit, and we went like on maid shenanigans.
Okay.
I think that one I will always value and always enjoy. Thinking back, it was quite fun. I had obviously lately on House Air, I would say like one of my favorite events favorite streams were literally also the first one, just exploring the mansion for the first time. That was so fun because I played Blueprints before and I really enjoyed Blueprints. So seeing like something like Blueprints come alive in Minecraft, chef's kiss. Love that one. Keep it going. Keep it going, guys.
That feels great.
Yeah, can I talk QSMP as well? Or I don't know, does that count?
Just you can throw me any, even from the other one that you mentioned, which I forgot the name. House SMP, I think it was. Sorry, I forgot the name.
Okay, QSMP, playing the character Walter Bob and doing the whole Prison Break episode. Fantastic. Cinema. Cinema. Because I, as a character, logged on, not knowing anything about the event, even though, like I was an admin behind the scene and not a creator, but I didn't know anything about the event, so I just logged on and I had the time of my life. That was hilarious. The two of them just absolutely figuring out nothing was fantastic. Loved it. I don't know how we got out of that prison, but somehow we managed, and thank God. It was a fun Prison Break episode. I think that was like one of the funniest things I've played on the QSMP, for sure. One of the most memorable things as well was probably the fight, the not actual fight, guys, yeah. I kept playing characters on a server. Me and Tallulah fighting, like Amma. Soshan and Tallulah fighting. I think that was not like fun, but I think it was one of the most raw moments I ever had. I also had actual tears in my eyes. I'm not kidding. I was crying so hard, if you watched QSMP, on the day that Tabo's character died. And I think people have clipped that as well. My character was literally hunched over Tabo's dead body for, I think, solid 20 minutes. Because I cried my eyes out for 20 minutes about this stupid scene. I cannot believe it. That one will be stuck with me forever, for sure. Provenance was also another SMP that I was on, where I did get to have Phil show up for a little cinematic I did in the beginning of my stream for my character. And filming that one was also really fun. Phil is like really good at just making stuff up, and it was super fun to record for that little cinematic. So I enjoyed that stream too. That was so good. There's probably like 100 more that I can't think of right now. A lot.
I actually have just thought of another question. I just don't want this podcast to end, SunMin. That's the problem, so.
Me neither. Episode 2.
Well, one day, 100%. But also at the same time, I have to edit this up. So like, even though recording it, I'm like, I don't want it to end. When it comes to editing, I'm gonna be here like smashing my head, like, come on.
Yes.
So obviously your face is public.
Yes.
And then there's pages and stuff posted. How come you don't use the Facecam?
All right, so for the first 2 years, I don't think my face was public. For the first 2 years, I did not stream ever showing my face. And when I did baking streams, I had on masks. So I had like friends make me masks. But I also once wear for a baking stream, I'm not kidding, an actual paper bag. Which was horrific, by the way. Try baking with a paper bag on.
I
It's
would
not
rather
good.
not, but thanks.
Wouldn't recommend. Wouldn't recommend. But after like 2 years, I was kind of like, I want to do a baking stream because that's one of the only times I ever really show my face when I'm doing also like content. I was like, yeah, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna go in and people can see me. It doesn't matter, but I can just bake in peace. So that was like one of the first times I've just shown my face. And since then, I don't want to do it on my streams because I feel like in content creation, even though it shouldn't be that way, there is like the pressure of appearance, how you look like on camera. And it's such a big thing, I think, like for women more than for men, that you kind of try to need to look appealing without getting like weird people like making stupid comments, you know?
Yeah.
I hope you understand, but like...
No, I do. I get it.
I don't know, there is like this weird sort of pressure to be at least appealing enough that you won't get weirdos commenting on it, you know? So I don't know. I just feel like I would stress myself out about it and constantly like check myself in the camera or something. And I don't want that. I just want to enjoy the stream and the game and I concentrate on the people there. So I just decided for myself that I would not do Facecam streams unless it's like, you know, like a specific stream, like a Halloween stream or baking stream or I don't know, like
Completely
my birthday
valid.
stream, something. Yeah.
Because I didn't use Facecam up until like February this year, and the only reason I started using Facecam is because I had the panel at TwitchCon. So I always wanted an excuse to use Facecam, but I could never motivate myself because I was always a bit nervous. And then I got accepted for the panel, and I went, screw it, I need to put my face out there, so I become a bit more confident speaking in front of a crowd. And I just started using Facecams, and now I just rock with it. So
that's so. Okay. How do you feel about it now?
What, using Facecam? Yeah, I mean it's just like second nature, but also I just haven't been streaming at all lately because, and it would have been announced by now what it is, but I still can't say anything because of the podcast. I'm not leaking it to anyone, sadly. Is Stage Standard. It's a big project I'm working on. I can say this for the podcast, which no one else knows about, so this is a bit oblique. It's happening in November. I can't say what it is, I can't say what it's about, but the announcement comes out this Saturday from when the podcast is being recorded, last Saturday from when the podcast comes out. So you'll know about it if you're listening to this podcast. You'll know what Stage Standard is. That's
everybody go check it out right now. now.
I'm really excited for it. So like I haven't been streaming because basically all my nights have been dedicated to like recording, setting up stuff for that, also spending time with my partner, balancing InsideMC at the same time. It's tiring, but it's fun.
Sounds good. All right, everybody, check it out. Go look for the announcement.
Before we move into the Twitter questions here, is there anything else you wanted to bring up that you thought I might have brought up? Or
no, because I think like we are reaching a long point in the podcast, so I think like to also make it easier on you, like.
Hey, well, I don't mind. I love talking to you, but also I know you've probably got to go to sleep soon because it's late and it's late for me as well.
Yes.
I have to be up at
also,
5 a.m.
guest over
So.
probably has dinner ready for like 30 minutes.
True. Sorry. Okay, we'll rapid fire through the questions here. Here we go. Okay, cool. First, so Wade Box. Hey, what's that song you sing before you eat dinner?
Wir haben Hunger, 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 haben Hunger, 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 haben Hunger, 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 haben Durst. There you go.
Right, we're sticking with the rapid fire vibe here. But why?
No. Well, okay.
It's great, by the way. I want to hear it. Can I actually hear it one more time? Sorry, I want to appreciate it a bit more.
Wir haben Hunger, 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 haben Hunger, 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 haben Hunger, Hunger. Haben Durst.
That is beautiful, honestly.
Thank you. There you go. Why? We went to a pizza place with Amy and their crew before like the little last, like meetup event on Sunday. And I met Wade there for the first time and Wade and me, we like connected because of age. Everybody was like 10 years younger. So we were instantly like, I see you. So we sat like across each other, like at the pizza place and everybody was like talking and we were talking as well. And I don't know why, but we were waiting so long on our pizzas. Everybody had their food, but Wade and me had to wait for our pizzas. So I randomly started doing this. And I think that's exactly why he brought it up, because there is literally no one else on earth that I've sang that song to in the content creation space than him. So I think he saw his opportunity and it was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask for the song. That's
Nice.
literally it.
It's amazing.
Literally it.
The next one comes from Full Song. Funny that we've been on songs. Is there anything you're looking forward to doing in the future? Playing, streaming, or otherwise?
Oh, I see. Honestly, good question. I would really, really like to keep streaming going. And I think I did like a little charity thing this year, but really like a tiny one within like my own little community. I think like being in events now with like charity, I would like to do one on my own, a bigger one regarding like those charities that I've chosen in March, which are midwifery related. So yeah, there you go. You can't escape it. It's my life now.
Well,
yeah.
sorry, the Twitter questions I don't have much of a build on because they're not fully my
No worries.
questions. So it's like, and because we're doing rapid fire as well, I don't want to keep the conversation too long. The next one is from Sun Blossom. What's your favorite wood type and what's your favorite Minecraft update?
I'm very basic. My favorite wood type would be dark oak, actually. I love dark oak.
Oh,
Big
good
fan
choice.
of dark oak.
Same.
I usually build a lot of like also with spruce and I think like a lot of people, but dark oak is definitely my go-to. Sorry, what was the other one? Favorite block and?
Favorite Minecraft update?
Oh, the caves. The caves.
Oh, okay.
I have so much more fun exploring caves, especially lush caves. Love those. I think that's my favorite thing. Lush caves. Give me more lush caves. Also give me the end update, please, and thank you.
There's two more here now. This one is from Rosie Reader. Your community has changed a lot since the reveal of your work on QSMP. Has there been a time when the change or growth made you wish the reveal didn't happen?
Yes,
like it's still a fun question.
Yeah, no, right. I'm okay. I was really thinking of going public with this or not when we did it, but Amma and me, we kind of decided to say thank you to the community, not to have our stuff grown. Amma also doesn't stream, but not to have our stuff grown because I already streamed before then and I would have just continued. It was more like a thank you to the community to do the reveal. That was the main reason behind it because when you were part of the QSMP, you were always anonymous and you never really had a direct way to thank all the people that were watching, all the people that were supporting. You would always see it like on Twitter. I would be on my Twitter timeline, and I could never like reply to things or like something or make it known that I've seen the effort our fans have put into this. So the reveal was more about being able to say thank you and being able to have that sort of interaction now. From my streams, I knew, I would get like bigger. I'm glad that I'm small again. I'm glad that there's not so many viewers because again, I like to chat to them and it was quite a lot like having like 200 people there. So I'm happy that I'm like a little bit smaller again, but that doesn't mean you don't have to watch me, obviously. Like, please come in.
Also, on the flip side, you would never been on the podcast, so maybe
exactly.
You would
so yeah, please,
like,
do join in, please.
There's plus and minuses. I get you, yeah.
But yeah, but I never regretted revealing myself. No.
And the final one here comes from Sparky Vibes. If you could give your younger self some advice, what would you have given them?
Oh wow. Okay, coming in with the big ones. Happiness can be found on routes you haven't even planned for.
Yeah, no, I see it. Yeah, same.
Like, even if you think like that one plant is gonna bring you happy, like there's one path you have to take to get to happiness, like it doesn't need to be the only one, and there is other things that can bring you happiness and joy in life, and it's also worth exploring.
I mean, it can even just be as simple as, for instance, going to Leeds Castle yesterday. We just had such a lovely day, but it was something we decided on the morning.
Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. It can be for small things and can be for big things. So, yeah.
Well, to full name you here, LittleMissSunMin. First time I've actually full named
that
you.
Sounds, like I'm getting scolded or something.
Well, it's actually LittleMissSunMin. Oh no, it is LittleMissSunMin.
It is LittleMissSunMin. Do you want to know why?
Yeah, I just realized I never asked how you got your name. How did you get your name?
All right, so my real name is Yasmin.
Oh, okay.
And in Japan, I always would say like oh yes, because I don't like my name being pronounced Jasmine like in English. I like Yasmin. So I would pronounce it specifically for Japanese people to get it being said the way I want to, and they kind of shorten it to SunMin. So I got it from my first trip to Japan. And when I made an Instagram account that, by the way, does exist, I just haven't posted it once on it since I made it in, I don't know, 2016 or maybe even before. There is no post on there. There's nothing to see, guys. I was looking for incorporating SunMin into it, and I thought about the movie Little Miss Sunshine, and I thought LittleMissSunMin sounds about right.
Okay. I can't believe I forgot that bloody question. It's the one question I always ask, and I forgot how to ask.
I think that's a nice, like, rounding question, right?
Yeah, it's a great way to end. No, that's it. However, I will say that before I do the outro here, I always like to give the opportunity for you to promote yourself. So for anyone who's been here this long and has absolutely enjoyed the podcast, despite us saying that you want no one to watch you ever again, where can people find you?
Hello, everybody. No, I do enjoy that people come in. That was not what I wanted to say.
I know, I'm only messing with you.
Yes. So, yeah. So, as you know, Little Miss Sunmin is my full name because Sunmin usually is taken everywhere. Like, who is that person? I'm gonna come for you one day. But yeah, it is Little Miss Sunmin. You can find me on Twitter. I always will call it Twitter. You can't do anything about it. You can find me on Twitter under Little Miss Sun, and you can find me on Twitch under Little Miss Sunmin. I do have some older VODs on a channel called SunMin VODs. And I think that's pretty much all I'm really active on. So if you want to have the most of it, you better come into one of my streams.
There we go.
There are episodes.
There are episodes. They're numbered and everything, so it's just perfect. Well then, with that being said, that sadly brings the end of this week's Inside MC. Thank you so much again for coming on. You've been an amazing guest, and we've had such a great talk. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you for having me. I was so happy to be here. So I hope we just get to talk. And if you're ever in Berlin, let me know.
I will hopefully go back at some point even next year or the year off. So I plan to, because I just liked it there. Just like a little quick trip, like 4 days. Yes. Nothing crazy.
Nice.
Well,
thank you.
With that being said, this has been Inside MC. Thank you all for listening. Stay safe. Don't eat too much bread. Pieces.